80% of the CEOs had some concern about the uncertain economic picture that we're talking about here this evening. Over 48% of the CEOs that participated in the survey this year worldwide expect that the global economy will actually decline over the next 12 months. The bottom line is that the optimism that we saw building over the past 12 months and since 2008 has actually started to recede. It's interesting that CEOs are nearly 3 times more confident in their ability to grow their own businesses than they are about thinking of the whole overall global economy. We think is attributed to the basic fact that CEOs have gotten more comfortable, much more comfortable, in managing through tough times and an unprecedented uncertainty. And they've gained that experience over the last several years coming through the financial crisis. So in summary, what you're seeing is a very mixed message, a mixed story from what it is we talked about a year ago, where confidence level was really on the rise. People were really feeling pretty good about the next 12 months or so. So the bottom line, CEOs are not feeling good about the global economy. CEOs, bottom line, are better prepared to cope with increased volatility as well as all the uncertainty that we're talking about. Having endured these unstable global conditions for several years now, bottom line here, CEOs have risk strategies in place to really deal with many of the issues we're talking about. CEOs continue to expect that their economies will be much more integrated, much more aligned, and their business strategies reflect that. More than half the CEOs that participated in the survey said that they had increased headcount this past year, and the same percentage is expecting to hire over the next 12 months. The shortage of skills across the world remains a top concern, a key issue that CEOs are really focused on outside of all of the regions except for Europe. 3/4 of the CEOs surveyed said that they expect to make major changes in their strategies for managing talent during the next 12 months, placing talent above a whole host of other issues ripe for change, such as investments in technology, R&D, as well as organizational effectiveness. Compared to last year, CEOs clearly are not as optimistic, not as positive, but CEOs are probably much more accepting, is the way we would describe it, of this uncertainty, as well as the instability that have become the baseline expectation that they're dealing with. They're focused less on really how to manage these types of risks and uncertainties, and more on creating an organization that is really responsible, much more resilient to deal with these ever-changing challenges. Bottom line, when you cut through it, CEOs everywhere are worried about the Eurozone and the issues and the implications of what this really means to the global economy. CEOs no longer expect a return to the business environment to what they had prior to the start of the financial crisis. But what they have done, and I think this is positive, is to learn the hard lessons from the downturn. They're working at making their organizations much more resilient, much more responsive, and they're determined to manage their own company's growth, notwithstanding their overall economic outlook.